right, good morning, guys. So today we are going to be assessing and looking at the technology tool called Kahoot. I have used it when I was in elementary school and high school. I also have used it in college. I think it's a great tech tool, and I think that it's really easy to use. So we're going to explore. So all you need to do, if you're a student, you're going to go to Kahoot.it, and then this is where you'd put in the game pin that would be displayed by the teacher on the board. So for everyone else, as the professors, you're going to go to Kahoot.com. So I'm going to go to log in, as I've already made an account, and I just logged in with Google, so it was super simple to make an account. They didn't ask like your date of birth or anything like that. It was just bare minimum email, first name, and like your location, just so you could connect to other schools that were local to you. So in here, there's a bunch of different things we can look at. So this is my homepage. If you go to Kahoots, this is where all of your Kahoots will be that you've already created. So Kahoot is a type of assessment that you'll get instant feedback. So like you'll put a question up on the board, they will answer it by using the 4 different shapes, and then you'll get instant feedback once everyone's answered. You'll get the percentage of who got the answer correct, and then the percentage of each of the other categories that the children chose. You won't be able to see exactly who chose what until the end. You can go to your reports, but it'll give live feedback, and then it'll kind of help you instantly see like what they need more help on. At the end, it will display the names of like the top 3 performers. It's kind of like a fun way. It's like a challenge. And there's a leaderboard. So like it's kind of like a game, but you're also still able to assess them. So I looked at it as a child as more of, oh, this is a really fun game. We're going to play a game. But now looking at it as a teacher perspective, I'm seeing it more as like a tool for assessment, and like, but it makes it fun for the children. So I haven't created any Kahoots, but if you go to Discover, you can use Kahoots in your classroom that people have already made. When you create one, you have the option to also be able to share it with everybody else. So there's so many different things. So let's say we're talking about math. So math, just general math. You can put in very specific things or not. So if I'm teaching a first grade math class, I could choose first grade shapes and click on that. And these are all the questions that will pop up in the quote unquote quiz. And then these are the right answers. It says that you get 60 seconds for each question. The questions are timed, and if the children don't answer within that time, they just get it wrong. And then what's nice about Kahoot is that everyone will get to see the right answer after the timer is done. So they'll never be questioning what they missed out on or what they didn't like understand. They'll never be wondering like what the wrong answer is. They'll always know what the right answer is at the end. The only problem that I see with that is that they don't know if it's like a solving question about how they got it wrong. So that would be something that you could take a little bit further, like after this game, after this assessment, you could take the questions that they got wrong and kind of explain them more in depth and show them how they got them wrong. Because you can't quite do that on Kahoot, which is a bummer. So yeah, this one has 14 questions. You can do like pretty much as many questions as you want. I've done up to like 25. And this one just shows how many people said it was a favorite, how many plays, how many people have played. And then in groups, if you click on this, this is where you can share all of your data and stuff with other people in your school, maybe that use Kahoot as well. So that's why they want to know like your region and your school that you teach at when you choose an account and become a teacher. You can choose it as a business or as a student or as a teacher when you sign up. I chose a teacher just for this demonstration, but I also have a student account for when I do still play, when teachers ask me to. And so there are 3 different levels of Kahoot when you sign up. So I chose the free. It gives you pretty much everything that you need to do. So you can choose Pro or Premium. Pro is $3 a month, Premium is $6 a month. You do get a free trial of a week for each. with the Pro, you unlock more question types, and that's when you can collaborate with your colleagues and access the advanced reports. That isn't necessary, but you can choose that as well. So then in the premium, you can do this new distant learning tool and play school-sized games. So there is a limit of how many students you can have in a Kahoot. I think it's like 25 or like 30. So like that's probably like the max of a class size. But if you want to play like a school-wide Kahoot game or collaborate with your first grade teacher in the other classroom or something, you'd need to like up your school size and be able to play with more people. The distant learning tool is really cool. You can use Kahoot regardless, whether you're at home in your virtual learning day or if you're at school. You just really need that pin to go to kahoot.it. So with that being said, you do need a device, rather that be an iPad or a computer or a phone, even a tablet, anything that can go to kahoot.it. So you do need internet access, unfortunately, to use this tool. However, a lot of places do have the free public Wi-Fi. A lot of schools have public Wi-Fi if you don't have it at home. But most teachers, if they're asking you to play Kahoot, they're going to provide you with a tool, a technology device to be able to use it. So let's go back and finish exploring. So like I said, some strengths of this website is that it's instant feedback. I really like that. And you can go take that a step further after this Kahoot game and then talk about the questions that majority of the class got wrong and explain that and ask about questions. The downfall is you do need internet. I wish there was a way that you didn't. But yeah, this is really easy to use. It'll even like show you how to create one or host one. I think Kahoot is a great way to stay interactive with the students because it's a way to test them in a fun way. And sometimes tests on paper isn't like the right way for students to learn because they get stressed out about tests. I know I do. So this is a different way of giving them that same kind of test. I hope you enjoyed Kahoot as much as I did, and I hope that you use it in your future classes.